Hey guys, welcome back to Branna's Kitchen. I have something very special for you today. I hope you like it. I am trying. So before we get started though, as always, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe to this channel, please. And always guys, I want your comments. If this is something you like, I really want to hear about it. If it's something you don't like, I still want to hear about it. So I am ready to cook for you today. And as always, welcome to Branna's Kitchen. Okay guys, I'm back. All right. A little nervous about this, but y'all bear with me, okay? We are going to make gizzards and rice and gravy and maybe a little side dish on the side, okay? I know over the COVID time, I saw a lot of videos on TV about fried gizzards or just smothered gizzards or just whatever. Never thought I'd make a show about it, but it looked pretty interesting. So I decided to give you my version of the smothered chicken gizzards with gravy and rice. So before we get started, I want to show you how to prepare your gizzards. Just in case you don't know about the preparation of those, I just want to show you how to do it. So I'm going to put the camera down so you guys can see it. And I'm right here by the sink. And in this bowl right here, guys, I prepared some already. These are already ready to go and ready to be seasoned. They have been stripped and washed, and I've cleaned everything off that I didn't like, and they are ready to go. But I kept a couple of them out so you can see how we do that. So I'm not going to run the water yet. Okay, so here are our gizzards that have not been cleaned and dressed. So what I do is I just kind of take it and I kind of look at it just to make sure it's not too much fat on it. I'm going to see if I can run the water without it making too much noise. And guys, what I do is I just run it under water and just, rinse it off, make sure everything looks good on it. There's a big piece of fat that I'm going to just cut off. And guys, I told you I use my kitchen shears. So you just grab it and just look at it and make sure it looks the way you want it to look, and then just cut it in half, because this is a pretty big one and we're going to saute our gizzards or fry them first. So I just want to, little bite-sized pieces. So I cut it in half. And guys, I wanted to show you a couple of them so you'll know how to do this. Again, this is a pretty big piece, but all you do is just wash it off, grab any little pieces of fat that you don't want on there, and just snap it in half, or 3 pieces, however you want. I've been cutting them generally in half. So, and then just put them in. You just make sure, and I'm just going to do a couple so you'll see what we're doing here. Again, just wash them off really well and just cut it in half. And guys, if you get some pieces that are pretty big, you can cut them in 3s, however you want. And guys, let me show you this one. Sometimes when you get your gizzards, you get one that has this tough yellow skin on it. Let me put it up so you can see it a little bit clearer. It has that little yellow covering on it. I am really not sure what that is, but I know I don't want it on there. But guys, it's pretty easy to take off. All you do is just lift it up and just peel it off. That's it. And I hope you guys can see that pretty good. We're just peeling it off. That's all. And just discard it. It's just a piece of yellow skin. I don't know what the purpose of it is. And there you have your nice, clean little gizzard there. And we're going to take that one and just cut it in half like we've been doing the rest of them. Rinse it off really well. And one more, guys. And I'm just going to take this one again, rinse it off really good. And I hope you guys can see this. I don't know how close this is, but I hope you can see it. But we're just taking it and rinsing it off. And once we have it cleaned, we are going to grab our scissors and just give it a little snip. There you go. All right. So I am going to rinse my hands off there for a minute. And guys, I hope that was helpful for you. I hope it was good enough to show you how to clean and prepare your gizzards before you cook them. It's really simple. Like I said, rinse them, take anything off that you doesn't look right, that shouldn't be on there, and just cut them in half so they're a little bit smaller. Some people, I know a lot of people, when you're going to fry them, and batter them and fry them, they pretty much don't cut them. But the way we're doing ours today, I kind of want them in bite-sized pieces, so I did cut them in half. So we are ready to get to cooking. I'm ready to show you the rest, so I will be right back. Okay guys, we are back, and I have our wonderful cleaned and prepped and seasoned gizzards, chicken gizzards here, ready to saute. All right, I'm going to put the camera down, guys, so you can see it cooking here. I'm going to grab my tongs, and we are going to start layering those chicken gizzards in there. And guys, like with everything that I do, I want just one thin layer in there. Kind of don't want to pile them on top of each other. If you have to get a few on top of there, that's fine. But we just want a nice little thin layer so everything touches that heat. and that oil, and we can get it nice and cooked up. I think we get a few more in there. Okay. Now we're going to just let those saute, guys, and cook up for a minute. In this part right here, guys, we're going to start our rice. So I am going to go ahead and add in, and guys, this is 2 cups of rice. Remember our ratio, 2 and 2, 1 and 1. They're equal amounts of both. So this is our 2 cups of instant rice. We're going to put it in our container. And this is our 2 cups of water, and we're going to get that in there. And guys, into our rice, I'm going to give that a little stir. But to our rice, we're just going to add a bit of salt. That's it, and let it come to a boil. Probably, if I had to guess, you guys, let me grab my spoon here. We're going to do about a teaspoon of salt. Just 1 little teaspoon. We want our rice seasoned too. You know, you have to season everything when you're cooking. And then we're just going to give that a little bitty stir. And all we're waiting on, guys, is for that to come to a boil. And when it does, we're going to add our butter to it, put a lid on it, and turn it off the heat and get it going. Okay? Let's give our little chicken gizzards a stir here. And guys, they're looking wonderful already, and it smells good. Now, I know what you're going to say. I always say that, but it's always true. Don't think I'm fibbing to you. It's the truth. These smell wonderful. All right, I'm going to put it back down so you can see it. And we're just going to let those cook away. Guys, I think I'm going to turn my heat up just a little bit on it to get them cooking away, because I do want them to brown a little bit. I don't want to just cook them. I want them to brown. And guys, okay, now I did not typically, when you're cooking chicken gizzards, you always kind of bread them with something, tempura, just regular flour, I don't know, but some kind of breading on the outside. I opted not to do that because we're going to make a nice thick gravy to go on it, but I kind of want the chicken gizzards to shine in here. Gravy and all, because it's a whole, you need the whole combination of all of it, but I opted not to bread it. Hopefully it turns out good. I've fried chicken without bread before, and it was really, really good without breading, and it was really good. So I just wanted to try with these guys. I've never done it before. This is my first time, but hopefully it turns out pretty good. Okay, guys, I am going to saute this off for a little bit, give my rice a chance to boil, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. We have our second little batch of chicken gizzards cooking, but I want to show you that first batch. How yummy do they look? Awesome, huh? I think they look great. Okay, so I'm going to put the camera up just a little bit. We're going to saute off our second batch, guys. And these guys, I had to put my apron on because these things are popping all over the place. Not upset about that. That just means they're cooking away and looking wonderful. I hope you guys can see them in there. And you just want to get them a little bit brown, guys. And if you know, for anyone, if you've ever cooked chicken gizzards before or eaten them before, you know they have that wonderful little chew to them. We want to break that down just a little bit. That's why we're going to saute them first before we actually add our gravy and simmer them down. But I want them to have that little chew. You know, they're not really gizzards if they don't have that little chew that goes along with them. So we're just going to saute these for a bit, not to take away all of that, but just to get it a bit tender so it's enjoyable when you eat it. Okay, guys. This is our rice here, and all the water has almost boiled off it. We are going to add our butter to it, and this is just 4 teaspoons of butter, you guys. And you don't have to use that much. You can do half if you want, but I'm just going to put all of it in there. And we're going to get our lid and just cover it up, and we are going to take it off the heat. Okay? And we can just turn that off. Okay, guys. I am going to finish off this, and I don't think I told you before, this was 3 pounds of chicken gizzards, a little bit over 3 pounds actually. So I just want to saute it in layers. So I'm going to do 1 pound at a time, not knowing that it's 1 pound at a time, but just to keep it at the bottom of my skillet, I figured it was a pound each since it was 3 pounds. So we're going to finish sauteing these guys off, and when we come back, we're going to add the rest of our wonderful ingredients and get our whole dinner rolling in together. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. We are finishing up that last little bag of chicken gizzards here, and I am going to show you. We're going to take all of them out of our pot here. And guys, I'm going to leave a little bit of oil in there that's in there, and in the bottom of this pot is nothing but yummy flavoring. Okay, so we're going to take about 2 tablespoons of regular old flour, and we're just going to sprinkle it in that oil down there. And guys, if you need more, you can go back and add more, but I think 2 tablespoons will do it for us. And we are just going to give that a stir. And guys, it is nice and brown and wonderful. And that's what you want. You want your gravy to be nice and brown on this. Okay. It's kind of hard to stir, but it's don't worry. It'll lift up once we add water to it. So guys, we are going to add some water. There are 6 cups of water in this. So I'm going to use about half for right now. If we need to add more to it, we will. But for our gravy, that was just the oil that was left in the bottom of our container that we fried our chicken gizzards up in. And we're just going to add about 3 cups of water to that. And pick up all those yummy morsels and all that wonderful flavoring from the bottom of our pot. And we're going to turn our heat up just a little bit. Because the goal here is to get it to boil and thicken up for us. And guys, if you could smell the aroma in here, I know I say it all the time, but like I told you before, it is true. All right. So guys, that's going to come up. So what we're going to do now is we are going to take a little bit of this chicken base. And I think I'm just going to start, guys, with about 2 teaspoons of it. You can always go back and add more if you think you need more. I'm going to grab a spoon from over here. And guys, we're just going to drop that chicken base in there into that wonderful gravy that we're making. And it is just going to add some wonderful flavor to that. And look, it's already thickening up, guys. Look at that. And that's what I'm saying. If you need more water, feel free to add it. But, oh, that looks amazing. Nothing like yummy gravy, homemade gravy. Okay, guys. Now, we're going to add a couple more things to this. I'm going to grab my spoon, as always. I'm going to give this a little taste to see what we need to put in here. I'll let you see me do that. Okay. That's good. That's good. But let's add a little bit of seasoning to it. So, we are going to put in some minced garlic. Let me put this down so you can see. And guys, I think I'm just going to do, a tablespoon of minced garlic. Because we want the garlic is going to add so much flavor to that. So a tablespoon of minced garlic in there. And remember, we can always add more. And guys, this is 1 whole large onions that I just sliced. Okay, so we're going to add that in. And just let that get all coated with that gravy. Wonderful. And you know, I have to add in a little bit of salt. And not a lot, guys, just a little bit. I think we're going to go with a teaspoon of salt here. And you know I have to have my chives in there. So we're just going to go with 1 heaping tablespoon of chives. And guys, just about a teaspoon of pepper this go around because there's plenty of pepper on our meat. So just a teaspoon of that. And we're going to stir that up. Look at that. How wonderful does that look? Oh my goodness. All right. All those yummy pepper flakes in there, yummy chives in there. You can see those sliced onions. Oh, I can't wait to eat this. I can't. Okay. So now, guys, we are going to take our sauteed chicken gizzards and we're going to put them back into the pot. And let me try to do this without spilling it everywhere. I think I can. Hold on. Yeah, they're in there, guys. All right. And when we took those gizzards out, there was just a bunch of yummy flavor that came out with it. So we're going to put that in. And let's stir this all around. Oh, my word. How wonderful does that look? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. Guys, and what I'm going to do, guys, is just add a little bit more water to that because we're going to let this simmer for about 30 minutes or so. Just put a little bit of water and it'll simmer down, and that's what we want. Again, we're not trying to get it to where we lose the wonderful essence, the wonderful chew of the gizzard, but we do want it tender enough to where we can enjoy it when we eat it. Ah, that looks amazing. And guys, one more little touch that we're going to add to this. We're going to drop just 1 bay leaf in there, just 1. Okay, because we want the bay leaf, and the bay leaf sometimes is a little bit overpowering, so we want that flavor of the chicken gizzards and onions and all that, but we want just a little hint, a little bit of the essence of the bay leaves. So we just wanted to have a little bit of that in there. So we're going to drop that in, guys. And I am going to put a lid on that and just let it simmer away. Okay. You know what that means. We have it all together. We have our rice back there. It's already ready, and we're ready to eat it. I'm going to put a little veggie on the side of it. Haven't decided what yet, but we'll decide that in a moment. We're going to let this simmer for just a minute, you guys, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, we are back, and our meal is done. I decided to pair our beautiful entree of chicken gizzards and rice with some English peas. I'm going to plate this up and show you. Take a look at this. Let's get in there. Look at this wonderful, bubbling, wonderful dish. There's our rice right there, guys, perfectly cooked. I'm going to grab a plate. There's our wonderful English peas there on the side. We are going to grab some of this rice. And it is wonderful all on its own, you guys. Make no mistake about it. Okay, let's put some of that on our plate. Look at those wonderful little rice kernels. They're all perfectly done. Wonderful. And let's get into this. Chicken gizzards and gravy with all those wonderful onions. Look at that. Let's get some on our plate. Look at that, people. Amazing. You know that looks amazing. If you don't like chicken gizzards, you are missing a treat with this. Look at that. Amazing. Amazing. Look at that. Wonderful. Oh my goodness. That is wonderful. I'm going to set it right here, you guys. Okay. I am ready to taste this. You know me. This is the best part of the video. I'm ready to get to it. Let me grab myself a cup of my yummy lime water. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. We are ready to taste this wonderful, wonderful meal. I know you're going to love it. Father, thank you for this day, Lord. Thank you for blessing us with another beautiful year, Father. Thank you for this food that you have allowed us to prepare and share with our friends. We just want to give you all the honor and all the glory, Lord. In your precious Son, Jesus Christ's name, we pray. Amen. Okay, I am so ready to try this. Let me put this down so you can see me. Let's get our first bite. Look at that plate. How wonderful. Look at that yummy lime water. All right, people. You know, this is my favorite part of the meal. Let's get into it. And guys, remember, we cooked our gizzards, but we didn't want them to lose the nice little chew that comes along with the gizzard. But we are ready to get some of it. Let's get in. All right, look at that. Amazing. Amazing. Look at that. Let's get it. Let's get it. You know this is the best part. Look at that. Yummy. Yummy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh my. Oh, I knew. So wonderful. Look at that. That is amazing, you guys. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Let's get some of those English peas on there. Can't sleep on the veggies on the side, guys. It's not our main dish, but it's a wonderful little side. Look at that. Oh my. Let me let you see how tender this is. Look at that. That is absolutely amazing. Look at that. That is delicious. Look, a nice little onion on there. Look at that. Let me get it up so you can see it. But you get all of it. Look at that. Nice and steamy and hot. Gravy, wonderful and creamy and seasoned. That yummy onion in there. Yummy. Rice, perfectly cooked. One more. One more. This is it, I promise. That is amazing. Oh my goodness. I know, but you know I lie about this all the time. One more. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my goodness. Wonderful and refreshing. Oh, guys, that is wonderful. I had to try it just to see what it was going to be like. Again, I know we typically eat fried chicken gizzards that are breaded and fried. I just wanted to try something different because I've done chicken this way before. I told you that. And it is wonderful. This is wonderful. The chicken gizzards, we cooked those guys probably about a total, maybe 15 minutes to fry them or get them brown, and maybe another 30 minutes to simmer. I didn't tell you this was a quick meal, but it is a delicious one. I think you'll love it. So, guys, try this. Tell me what you think. I think it is absolutely wonderful. I am going to kill this the minute I turn this camera off. I think you're going to like it too. Guys, once again, thank you so much for watching this today. I hope you like it. Again, just like always, tell me if you love it. Any questions or comments you may have, I'll love. And again, if this is a miss for you, that's okay. But it was wonderful to me. I enjoyed making it, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. Guys, I'll see you the next time. Thank you again for tuning in. We'll see you later. Oh, and wait a minute. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. There are many more wonderful things to come. How will you see it if you don't subscribe? Okay. I'll see you later, guys. Thank you so much. Bye. Thank you.